All right, another new product from VEVOR. Let's look at it. Well, it's actually quite overwhelming and shocking to see what you get with this kit here. And then I was thinking, my goodness, where am I going to put all this stuff? And then I saw the carrying bag in the bottom. So it does have a nice carrying bag, if you can see here, for all the stuff. But we've got to assemble this. So we'll assemble it, which you guys will see in the near future here. So against my wishes, my neighbor was kind enough to put this hedge in here, and it goes through the fence, and I need to trim this every couple months, and I have a yard guy do it, and it's getting a little more expensive every time I do it. He doesn't like to do it really. My yard guy's been with me for 30 some odd years, and I'm not changing yard guys, but I figured if I could just do it myself. What he does, he charges me an additional charge just to do that, and it's reasonable, but he doesn't like to do it really. It's just this, you know, he's my age. He doesn't like to rake. He likes to mow and stuff. He does a great job, no doubts. But yeah, he went to my high school and all kinds of stuff. I mean, really good yard guy. One of the best. I don't think I could find a better guy, really. So I figured they had this. They said, hey, we can send you one of these. I'm like, cool. That would actually check some boxes of something I could use. And it has a hedge trimmer like that, and it has a weed eater and an edger, and God, there's some, I mean, you could probably do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with this and make it a lot more interesting, because there's one of these. It's a blade. Can you imagine that? I mean, man. So you can cut trees, wood. I don't know what you'd use this for, but we will try it and see what happens. It comes with goggles, all the safety, of course, the useless pair of gloves. I don't know, it looks like tools in here. Yes, it looks like the tool kit, and it's in a little bag of its own, which is handy because it's going to go all in this nice carrying bag. So it'll be tucked away. I'm going to be using it. I have 24/7 yard issues because I'm in California. Some of you guys back east, you might be just like dormant during the winter. So, but this looks like it would be really cool. Oh, what? No. Sure, it's not made there. Does that one say Japan too, or is it just this one? These liars, I'm sure. I think that's the blades going there. I'm going to look at the manual. I'll bring you back in. There's lots of fun things you can do with this. Ha 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 ha. Alright, you get one of these things, don't forget to oil everything. I use the grease fittings. There's grease fittings and everything. And take these things out and put some oil in them. Precautionary stuff, These things out here, put a little oil in there. Chainsaw's got a grease fitting. Right there, needs to be greased. Oil in the reservoirs. Premix, of course. They give you the gas can even for it right here. That's enough to go all day, probably. One of these. So, anyway, let's look at the features of this. Alright, so I did a little test on it, and man, on the hedge trimmer part, let's look. It just trims that like butter. Really nice. And I've tried other, like I got a Harbor Freight hedge trimmer, battery powered one, and it did not cut like this thing. This thing cuts clean, nice, comes off really fast, goes through the thicker branches. Yeah, really nice and easy. we'll do a demo in a second, and we'll figure out what, you know, you could use this for. I mean, it's got, so you got here, the assembly is kind of a lot, okay? The book is kind of, the assembly starts way in the back. It shows some of the assembly, but it also shows stuff like, you know, don't trim a tree branch over your head. I don't know, I guess some people would need instruction for that, but anyway, that common sense would cover that, but there's no common sense anymore in the world. So anyway, at least in California there isn't. So anyway, we got chainsaw, some sort of an edger thing. If you like to do your edging, I won't be using this because I got a yard guy to do that part. And it's got this giant, I mean, this thing's huge. I want to try that out in a heavy duty weed eater thing. And then it also has your whatever this is, the brush hog head for it, so that's really kind of nice. And it has of course the I have no idea, you can use your imagination what that could be for. Anyway, we will try it on something, that'd be kind of fun. So yeah, this I got it mostly for this portion right here, and for the price you pay for this, you get the whole package. So if you tried to buy one of these alone, you'd probably pay as much as you pay for the whole thing, kit and caboodle, and you get all this other stuff, and even has a, oh, I might try that. It has a safety or a thing for your shoulder strap too, because it is a little bit heavy. So I might try this thing, see if it works. See if it's balanced in the right place. I don't know if it will be, because it feels like it's going to be heavier on the other end. So I don't know. We'll try that too. But I'll just go ahead and trim some of this with you guys and let you guys see how it works. Started right up, by the way, too. Started right up. Make sure you don't forget, if you get one, the primer bulb is underneath the carburetor, so you get to pump that a bunch of times before you start it. I tried just pulling on it, of course it didn't start. And then I saw the primer bulb. It's got to have a primer bulb when it's underneath. So prime it up a bunch of times until the gas runs, and then turn on the choke, pull it. This is your on-off switch right here. You pull, you know, this is off, that's on, and it starts right up. Well, I'll tell you what, even with that smaller blade end there, I mean, this thing just hauls buns. I mean, just took all that off. Oh, it even, right here, it even cut right through the palm frond. My other one would never do that. The Harbor Freight, you know, it was just something I got to do it temporarily, and that one actually broke. This thing's super heavy duty looking. The price link is in the description. It's very inexpensive. I don't even think you could buy a good weed eater for the price you can buy this whole thing for. So if you're looking for a new weed eater, this thing's like super heavy duty, and it's got the push down thing on it, and super. I mean, that's not just a lightweight thing. That thing's nice and heavy. The unit itself seems like it's really sturdy. You know, that has one of these things here. If you want to do your edging, you can just, and it changes out really easy. So all you got to do, you just loosen this here. Easier if it was on the stand right now. You just loosen this here. Okay, and you just pull this little thing right here, and it just slides right out, and then the other one slides right in. So it's really quick change. You just loosen this, pull this thing right here, and it pulls, slides out, just like that. Easy. Well, the one I went to put in, I don't know why, but that one didn't want to line up. This one here just goes right in, real easy. But you have to, the splines are all one direction. You have to turn it all the way around. So what I did is I drew a line where the hole is, because you have to have the hole lined up for this little pin. But it goes right in. Not that one today. That one today, no. I'll figure out what's wrong with that, but it goes right together. I'm gonna put some oil in here, and it has an oiler for the chainsaw, so that's kind of cool. I got to grease that, and then I've got a chainsaw going, and I can go, like, you can do stuff up high with it. So like I can get up on the lift. I can't reach all the way to the top of the tree, but I can get up in that lift, and I can be nice and far away from it so my branches don't hit my truck. And I can take out smaller branches, you know, take them off one at a time right out of the bucket truck. And, you know, or you could do a little tree like this, like I can reach in there. These things here, like this little tree right here, is super, you know, it'll get you. You get in there, and you can just stand right here and just shove that sucker in there, and yeah, you can do some chainsawing with that too. So it's kind of cool. For me, on these things, I use used motor oil. Works great. Gets rid of my old motor oil. I put it in there, and that's usually what I use for bar and chain. You can buy the bar and chain oil, but that's what I do. Used motor oil is fine. Any kind I just use whatever I've got laying around, and just to lube the bar, and then yeah. So it's kind of neat. It's really cool. I mean, this is a neat tool. Really like it. Let's keep going. I went to cut the one branch and the camera wasn't on. I turned it on and then it turned itself off somehow. I don't know what happened. But I was just trying to get this. I got a pepper tree growing inside this other tree. I don't know. I could take that whole tree out in like 5 minutes with that stupid saw. Thing is so fast. It just goes ring, 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 and then you're not even digging yourself in there or anything. You can just stand back this, 5 feet away and not have to bend over and lean through the tree, getting poked. That's so much easier. Man, that's cool. This time it just changed right over. It took me 2 seconds. And just I don't know what's going on with the other one. Won't be using it anyway. Let's go try the weed eater. Check this out. This thing's amazing. The weed eater on this thing's super powerful. I don't know what size motor that is, but it's got to be one of the most powerful weed eaters I've ever used. The wire got stuck in it, so maybe I took it apart to check some stuff on it, so maybe I put it together wrong. It's kind of cool. There's a little hole in the side of here, so you can change these things to the blade real quick. You can just put something inside there. There's a little thing you line up, and then it's opposite threads, so it's right hand threads. You spin it off by going righty, like you're going to tighten it. It'll come off, and then real quick, you can just take this here washer thing, these two washer things here. I don't know if you're supposed to use them both. Maybe you are. And then you just put the blade on. I'm sure this thing with the blade has got to be insane. That thing's like, that's a weapon. You could use it as a weapon. That's bad. But then you could put this blade on here. I don't know, again, what would you do with that? Comment below, what would you use that for? Cutting down tree stumps or something, maybe? Little tree stumps? I don't know. You could do some stuff with a chainsaw. I mean, this thing's so useful. For the price, you just can't beat it. Anyway, I just wanted one of these because it looked like it was a worthy tool, and it really is. It's super sturdy made, as far as I can tell. It is made in China. How long is it going to last? Nobody knows. But, for what you get out of it, I'm sure you get your money back. Like that Hedge right there at, $50 a deal, and that thing literally is going to take me 30 minutes probably at the most. I'll wait till the sun's almost down, because it's really hot right there, even though it's not hot right now in the shade. Over there it's pretty warm. So I'll wait till the sun's almost down, and I'll just do that in like 30 minutes, rake it up and be done. So yeah, that's worth it right there alone. And it comes with all this other stuff too. Cool. Really neat tool, and it comes with a bag. That's the best part, really, is it has a bag, and all the little parts all fit in this little bag here, so you don't lose anything. Really neat. Well done. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Hope you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see your comments.